very important Foreign Affairs Council this morning. First of all, we'll be talking about the Middle East peace process and the incredible work that John Kerry has done in getting the negotiators to come together and begin a process that I hope will be successful for the people of Palestine, the people of Israel. And we wish them every possible success, and we will be looking at ways in which we can support them. I'll be talking too about the visit I've made to Egypt last week, the meetings I had with Muslim Brotherhood, with the Tamarod groups, with the people now in charge, with President, Vice President, Foreign Minister, Prime Minister, and so on, looking to make sure that we see Egypt go back onto the path to democracy, ensuring that the stability and security of Egypt is certain, and of course making sure too that the economic situation improves. But this is about what I keep talking endlessly about: deep democracy, about making sure that happens. We'll also be discussing Lebanon, thinking about the fragility of the country. Certainly when I was there a few weeks ago with a number of refugees from Syria. Syria is always on our agenda too. And later on today we have the Eastern Partnership, where the foreign ministers from our Eastern Partnership will join us for an important session as we look forward to the summit in Vilnius, and then I will have the pleasure of entertaining them to dinner. And we will of course discuss parts of the African continent that we need to consider carefully: Mali and Somalia and the Great Lakes region.
I represent will agree today on blacklisting Hezbollah's militarymen.
We've put forward a proposal. I've been looking at this issue, as you know, for many weeks, and a proposal is on the table. I have to wait and see what they decide to do.
High Representative, do you recognize the Egyptian president and his government as a legitimate government, and there is some rumor talking about a role you are playing yourself between the Muslim Brotherhood and the new administration in Egypt? Is it correct?
Do you know, Egypt's full of rumours, as my experience. What we've done is I went to see very quickly all of the people concerned. Many of them, remember, we know, because in these last weeks and months we've been to Egypt a number of times. So I say we, my special representative, Bernardino Leon, has spent many weeks there to try and help support the importance of an inclusive approach to the problems and issues in Egypt. You know, I've said this again hundreds of times: you can't build a democracy in 5 minutes, and you do need to build it deep. And that means you need to look at the role of those in power, the response of the people, and the role of those who are, if you like, opposition in that, and trying to work out and work with everyone to ensure there's the greatest stability and the greatest possibility for Egypt to have a really dynamic future. We've been doing that for a long time. I was reading reports of what I've been doing as well when I was in Egypt, and I'm not going to comment on them, because the whole point of doing things quietly is that you do them quietly. But what we've said now is we are willing to help in any way possible. The Egyptian people, it's their country, and they must take it forward into the future. But if we can help, we will.
For Syria, no decision for Syria today.
What we are going to look at today, as you know from the Foreign Affairs Council last time, was I've been in touch with Ban Ki-moon, with the Secretary General of the UN, to talk about the current situation in Syria. It may not be quite at the top of the headlines, but the situation is just dreadful. The number of refugees that the UN are now thinking about, internally and externally, is many millions. And as you know, apart from trying to support in every way possible what's become known as Geneva II, we also have to start thinking about this country for the future and ensuring that we have a plan to try and help rebuild it. However, all I can say is that Lakhdar Brahimi has our full support in all the efforts he's making, and we've been talking with Secretary Kerry and with Foreign Minister Lavrov too about the work they're doing. But the sooner the political process begins to end this, the sooner the people will live in safety and security.
One more there. Est-ce que vous pensez que le Conseil peut prendre une position claire vis-à-vis des mouvements Hezbollah et Hamas?
J'espère, mais je ne sais pas. À ce moment, je ne sais pas, mais j'espère que ce sera une position crédible. Merci.
That's going to do very much.
Well, I was in Lebanon recently, and one of the things I did was actually go down to see UNFIL, who are the troops down there who were actually helping to support in the south stability. And I talked with them, as I talk with everybody, about the situation in Lebanon, the importance of people being able to fulfill their roles and responsibilities. We will today discuss the situation in Lebanon. First of all, our thoughts are with people in terms of the fragility of the country and the concerns in the country about how to deal with the growing numbers of refugees who need to be properly cared for, and I pay tribute to all those in Lebanon who are working to do that. But there are growing concerns about the role of Hezbollah. You'll have seen the reports on Syria, and today I've put forward a proposal. We shall see where member states come out. It's for them to decide on the basis of my proposal.
Thanks.
That's it. I'll come down a bit later afterwards.
Thanks.